Hi folks, welcome back. Here's our Shorty Santa series that I just finished. I want to go over the painting really quick and the antiquing and some painting tips, so bear with me here. I thought I had a video and recording this and it didn't take. I didn't push the right button. Now that I got the right button and I know it's recording, I'll try to do as much as what I did in the last tape. What happened here is, well, the way we painted it, it's already been antiqued and everything. You can see the darkness in here, you know, in the crevices. But I used white flesh color with a little tone of pink, or a little bit of the red mixed with it to highlight the cheeks a little bit. Used a red with burnt sienna, white for the, of course, the mittens and the cuffs and the bottom part of his coat. I also did green with a mix of white and black for the gray for the ribbon, and did little white dots on it. The eye is done with a mixture of blue and white for the first coat, and then the pupil, of course, is black and the reflection is a white dot. The mouth is a mixture of the ribbon but watered down, and put that inside the mouth, and then pink for the lips, which is the mixture of the white and red that you use. So you can mix a lot of these colors yourselves, and black for the boots, and that's pretty well it. Other than for the back of the coat, you can do this with a burnt umber, watered down, or you can leave it this way and leave it plain and then just go over it with the antiquing solution. It gives it a nice honey look to it, color to it. And I think I almost prefer that over the brown. So that's how that's painted up. I want to give you some painting tips real quick. When you go ahead and paint, I do use the mineral oil and burnt umber, the oil base, not the acrylic. I was going to give you I'm just going to explain it now. It's just as easy. What you do is you take about an inch or so, you empty half of this. If you can find another container, empty about half of it out that you can shake it. Put maybe a strip that's about an inch to an inch and a half long. Try an inch first and shake it up and see how dark it is. You want it the consistency of coffee, or the darkness of like a good solid cup of coffee. You can go lighter if you'd like. It's entirely up to you. If you're not sure, go lighter and then go darker. Usually works very, very well. Okay, once you have this mix, what you want to do when you mix this stuff, and I'm just going to show you here, I already did the antiquing, but you want to make sure there's no little white, brown specks in here. If there are, just, you know, work your brush into them and make sure that it's all a nice, even brown solution, not any speckles in there from the paint. They are a little hard to mix, but you can mix it by just shaking the heck out of this. You know, for the most part, you'll get most of it to dissolve, but it takes a little while to do that, and it will settle, so every time you use it, make sure you shake it. The other thing you want to know, what I've been doing a little bit different, is using these little cups. Now, these cups are just little styrofoam cups that I cut, down to about an inch and a half in depth. And I take a knife and I cut it. I buy these styrofoams at the dollar store or at Walmart, wherever they're cheapest, and then just cut them off. They're really nice that they lay flat. They won't tip over like some of the little cups that you can use for the bathroom style. I thought this way it's a little wider. You can mix a little bit better in it and see the bottom a little bit better. And when you're done with a mixture, what I often do, if there's still some left in, I just pour it back into the bottle, whatever's left. I try to do that with my paints as well. You can put more paint in it. I try to put the right amount of paint in it, but I have one for red, one for white, one for black. And then when I mix up small stuff like for the ribbon and stuff, I use this paper, and I want to explain what that is real quick. This paper is actually freezer paper. It has a coating on the one side that's waterproof, As you can see, the paint doesn't go through it at all. You can see through it, but it doesn't come through at all because it's kind of like a waxy film on it, and it will keep you from going through the table. I was using the styrofoam plates. They're fine as well, but a lot of times the colors mix a little bit. So I find that if I mix the colors on here, the little bit that I need, it won't bleed into one to the other, and you can add water to it on the paper if you like. But it's just real handy. When you're done, you just crumple it up and throw it out, and you're done with it. Also, sometimes I clean my brushes out on it a little bit if I need, to switch to a color. It comes in real handy. It just keeps your area and your table clean from any spills and stuff. Because a lot of times when I was using the styrofoam plate and going over and painting the item and reaching up and over, sometimes I would have speckles on the table. So I came up with this idea some time ago, and I've been running with this because I think it's an easier way of doing it than the styrofoam. Just styrofoam cups come in real handy. You can cut them ahead of time. I usually do 10 or 20 at a time. So folks, thank you very much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed doing the Shorty Santa and learning some tips on painting and how I paint anyway. Everybody has their own method of doing things, and I hope that this has been a very useful information for you, and that you're finding a lot of fun doing these. These are great fun to do. Probably our next project will be the Shorty Super Santa bottle stopper, and we're going to actually make it that you can either use it as a bottle stopper, or I'll explain that later when I get into it. Okay, so folks, thank you very much for joining me here at the Carver's Woodshop. It's always a pleasure to do a project with you folks. I know you've been asking for this guy for a long time, and so we're done with him. I hope if you do any, please send me a photo. I love to see the work that you create for my videos. They're always a delight to see. Take care. Bye-bye.